guys, thank you so much for purchasing the Class is in Session craft pack from the newest line of craft packs. So we are going to get started. We are going to be doing the UV DTF decal project. So the first thing we want to do is we want to unroll our decals. So when you receive your order, it is going to be rolled up like this, and we're just going to remove that rubber band. And then you're gonna be able to see all of the amazing designs that are included. So we are only going to use 4 of these designs for our project. So let's go ahead and cut off this top piece here just to get us started. And we're gonna put this to the side, but I know that you guys love to do extra things with this Class is in Session. So if you guys decide to do something really fun with that, please take a picture and send it to our Facebook group and let us know, because we love to see the creative ideas that you guys use for those logos. Okay, and the first thing that I want to do is our water bottle. So we have this full water bottle wrap, and it is going to be this Class is in Session over here to the side. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut that out. So we have our design here, and I'm gonna cut off just a little bit of this side, but I am going to leave a little bit of it exposed away from the design, and I'm gonna show you exactly why I wanna do that. So we're going to cut the majority of that off, and then we're going to leave that exposed. So let's grab our water bottle. It'll come in its own little box, and it'll come in a little plastic baggie, but you can just take it right out. And these are really cool. They just have a little screw top lid that pops off, and then you can just screw it back on. But I'm going to go ahead and remove the lid entirely, because I have a really cool trick to show you guys to get a really even application for this. So we have our design, and we are going to just start to kind of place it. We still have the backing on. Nothing is exposed for any of the adhesive or anything. We are just going to start placing this. So let's get an idea of where we want it to be. Okay, and as you find where you want it placed, we are also going to take a little bit of painter's tape. So I have a couple of little pieces here. I am going to just apply at the top and apply one at the bottom. So you just want enough so that way, whenever you let go of it, it's not gonna move anywhere. If you wanna do a full stripe, that is perfectly up to you, but I just wanted to do these 2 little pieces. So now on the back, you will see where these areas are, you know, kind of flapping outwards. So I'm going to take one side, just pick whichever side you want to start with. I really like starting on the right-hand side of the design. So I'm going to now apply this using the hinge method. So I want to remove just a little bit of this and just expose just a little bit of this front transfer here. So we're gonna cut just a little bit of that backing off, and then we're going to smooth this down, and we are going to secure it with our finger, that little exposed area. And I made sure not to expose any of the UV DTF, because I almost made a mistake there. And once you apply that UV DTF, that's where it's gonna stay. So that's why I wanted that little bit of extra. So now that we have our piece adhered, we can go ahead and remove our our painter's tape. And now we're going to use the hinge method. We are going to bring the wrap around, but I'm gonna keep my thumb kind of holding on to the area we have already adhered. And we're going to start removing this backing, and then we are going to use our squeegee to start going up and down to apply the design, and you will see where that backing just starts to roll off. Now this is my favorite way to apply, especially using a wrap like this, but you can use the wet method. You can just slap it on there. If you want to check out some other ways to apply the UV DTF decals, Heather and I show you 4 different ways to do so, and you can find that video in the description and on our YouTube channel. So now that I have gotten the majority of my design placed, you want to stop before you apply everything, because you will see where there is going to be a little bit of overlap where we had first applied that carrier piece. So we're going to stop there and we're going to go ahead and start removing that part that we initially placed down. Okay, and now that we have a little bit of that removed, we now have enough space to apply the rest of our design, and it will give you a flawless application. So then if you just want to use your squeegee and go over the entire design again, just to make sure everything is adhered properly. And you always want to make sure to keep an eye on any thinner parts of the design. Since this one is very broken up, like it has a lot of pieces to it, you want to pay special attention to any kind of text, any like small lines, just to make sure that everything has a really good adhesion. Okay, and now once we are ready, you can just start removing the rest of this transfer. And there we go, guys. We have our classes in session water bottle, and we can just reattach the lid and we are ready. Look at that. How cute. I am in love. So let's make our notebook planner next. Okay, so now let's grab our notebook and planner, and let me show you the designs that are going to be able to be used for these. So there are a couple different options. We have the Bra-We Back. This is going to match the zipper pouch, and we also have the Donut Stress About That Test. That is going to match one of our t-shirts. So I think I really want to use the Bra-We Back. I think that is one of the funniest designs in this pack. I just absolutely love that kids are using bra. I just think it's so funny. So let's go ahead and cut this one out. So I am also going to use the hinge method for this one. So you can do a couple different things. You can apply it more at the top. You can go more for in the middle or at the bottom. If you do the top or bottom, then you will be able to customize it a little bit more. You can add a name down here. And if you want to know a little bit more on how to do that, then be sure to check out the video in the description below. But for now, I am going to just place this one right in the middle. And again, with the hinge method, you just want to expose just a little bit. And we're gonna cut this backing off. We're going to realign it exactly where we want it. Secure that exposed area with your finger, flip it around, and we're just gonna kind of roll it off using our squeegee. And now that we have that applied, you can give it a good once over with your squeegee, but this one has adhered just perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start removing this carrier. All right, and here we go. Look how cute and fun. So we now have our little planner notebook. We have our water bottle. So let's make the pen next, so that way we can write in our notebook. Okay, so next we have our pen. We're just gonna remove it from its little package, and we're going to disassemble it. So this can be used with sublimation, but we have a pen wrap using the UV DTF. So we're gonna remove this little piece here, the ink and the spring, and then this piece just pulls right out and you'll see the coils and everything. So we're gonna set that to the side and we're gonna pick out the design that we want. So these up here at the top are the options that you can use for your pen wrap. We have the Bra-We Back, which would match our notebook. Actually, we have two Bra-We Back. One of them has this solid black background. This other one does not. And then we also have the Donut Stress About That Test. So I think for this one, since I'm mostly gonna be using it in my planner, I'm going to use the Bra-We Back, but I want to use this middle one. I really like how it's going to look on solid white. Okay, so now that we have it cut out, we are going to be able to place it on our pen. So there are a couple different options for this one. It will fit right underneath the slot, but you have to keep in mind that this little piece would be covering some of it. So I think I want it on the opposite side of that slot there. And for this one, since it's not a full wrap, then I'm just gonna remove the backing and place it on there. Let me grab my squeegee. These little ridges in the squeegee are amazing to hold things in place if they wanna roll around. And I'm actually going to remove this little bit of exposed area here. So we're just gonna remove that backing all the way off. And then you can place it either way you want. I think I want my backpack at the top though. Just sort of place it on there. And then you can just use your finger, rub it on there, and then you can go back and use your squeegee to get a really, really good bond. And then after that, you can just remove that top transfer. And look how easy that was, guys. Easy peasy. Now let's put this thing back together. So let's put this part in first. You want to make sure the little clicker or the area that can hold on to like your shirt or anything is going to be in that same spot with the slit. And it should just pop right in for you. And just use this little piece here to push it the rest of the way down. You could put your ink and spring back in and the top. So now we have our Bro-We back pin that matches our little notebook. I love it. I am so excited. So next, let's do our bag tag. All right, so we have our bag tag, and you will see that it will come with some kind of layer on top of it. So this is just to protect the acrylic while it's in transit. That way it doesn't get any scratches or anything. We are going to go ahead and remove one side though. You can remove both at the same time if you want, but sometimes I have a hard time seeing these. So I'm going to remove just one side and place it down. So that way that little craft paper gives you a good visual of where it's going to be. So we have a few different options. We have another Bro-We're back. Let me see if this book bag will fit on there. The book bag will fit. There is another one that says So Long Summer and our little donut guy. So I really think, let me use this book bag one. I think that that is going to be a really good design to use because I would expect a kiddo is probably going to put this on their backpack. Okay. And then you have so many other designs left over. Like look at all of these designs. You can find so many different things to do with these. And for this one, I am going to leave just a little bit of this exposed down here. I'm not gonna use the hinge method for this one. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and place it right on down. And I'm gonna use that exposed extra area down there so that way I can get a really good placement. And just lay it on. Here's your squeegee. And then you can just remove that right off. And there we go. Now you can remove the back of it so that way you can further customize it. And if you want to know how to further customize these items, then make sure you check out that other video we have in the description. But we have our bag tag, we have our pin, we also now have our notebook and planner, and we have our water bottle. So these are going to be amazing gifts for your kid for the start of the school year. We have the t-shirts, we have a zipper pouch, we have so many things for them in order to get started for the school year.